Good morning, good morning. So today is a interesting day. Um, I shaved my facial hair. It is starting to get hotter outside. And one thing that you might not have known about me is that I ride my bike for 20 minutes a day, every single day. On top of that, I do 40 push-ups every single day. Sometimes I lift weights. And then I also do 100 sit-ups every single day. On top of intermittent fasting as well, that has allowed me to stay in a decent shape where I'm not getting overweight. But it does not get me into the best shape. However, it does keep my body under control. So I stay between 200 and 208 pounds. But I never go back up to 215 pounds due to this workout that I continuously do. All right, why do I bring that up? You see, I read an article yesterday based on how the Chinese save money. And I realized that they save 46% of every dollar they earn, which is 46 cents for every dollar, or $46 for every $100. And in America, we only save 3 to 5%, which is 5 cents for every dollar that we earn. Obviously, America is a consumer nation where we are sold to in every single way. Even the grass being cut the way it is and looking as beautiful as it does. Look at this, right? It can lead to something catching your eye and you saying, you know what? I kind of want that. I kind of want my home to have an entryway like this to some degree, right? So when you see that, you're like, oh, okay, how do I get there? How much does it cost me to get there? And what Americans tend to do is we're great savers when we need something. We're great savers when it adds to what our wants are. But a lot of the times we don't focus on our needs, right? The numbers might seem too big. So I was looking at my mortgage today and I'm like, I'm not looking at the total mortgage. But what I was looking at was, okay, it takes 360 payments if you don't pay anything more than the required payments. It takes 360 payments to pay off your mortgage. And being that I'm in year 2 or so, what I see is every year is only 12 months. So like a quick goal that I could have is, how do I get to 60 months so that I only have 300 payments left, right? So that it feels like I'm actually chipping away at the thing. But after 2 years, that's only 24 months, you'll be like, oh my goodness, right? It's only been 24 months out of 360. It can seem daunting. It can seem like a lot. And as I go into the next month, that's just one of 360 down. So sometimes, even as someone who's doing the right thing, buying properties, having other people pay it off, and investing the right way, it can still seem like a tall task. And to go at it again and again and again and again with the idea of if you buy enough, you'll make enough money 1 year or 2 or 5 years to then be paying them off gradually, one after another, one after another, one after another. But that comes with continuing to do the proper things, continuing to take the right steps, continuing to follow the same formula, not deviating from the past, not accepting bad deals. It takes a lot of understanding, a lot of discipline to not purchase a bad deal for the sake of saying, okay, I bought a property this year. But that same discipline is required when you go on your walks like this, when you exercise every single day, when you ride your bike for 20 minutes, when you do 40 push-ups, when you do 100 sit-ups. I've already done my 40 push-ups today. And the reason I bring that up is because health is wealth. And I'm sure I've talked about it on the channel, but it's been a while. I spoke on a whole bunch of stuff already today alone with the Chinese savings. And I'll dive deep into that more because it would be disingenuous to just say the Chinese save 46% and Americans don't, right? That would be very disingenuous. So the Chinese also don't have 401k, Roth IRA, and all that good stuff. So they, in a sense, have to save more than an American in order to live their life in its full totality because they don't have something to fall back on like that. And so, obviously, their savings would be higher, but I did not expect it to be that much higher because if you're an American and you are investing in your 401k, I believe the average invested is around 7 to 8%. And still not 46%. So, also, of course, you can probably tack on a percentage for fear that the Chinese may have because they don't have something to rely on like a 401k. So let's say the fear percentage is about 5 to 10%. That still doesn't give you that gap of about 20 to 30% that the Chinese save more than Americans invest. The great thing about investing, though, is that you should earn an average of 7 to 11% a year. So it does make up slightly for what Americans lack in terms of savings by investing in the stock market. And that's why you see 1/3 of Americans are still able to retire with some semblance of dignity, having at least $1 million in their 401k. All right. But now let me get back to why health is wealth. Health is wealth because even the Chinese will sacrifice money or let go of money in order to take care of their well-being, take care of their health. And the reason for that is, as an able-bodied person, you'll even hear people like Dave Ramsey say, your best wealth building tool is your income. How do you obtain an income? Is by actively working, right? It's by actively working. But here's the thing, and this is another gem that I'm about to drop on you. I'm dropping too many gems today. If you can work for somebody else, and that is your greatest wealth building tool, they're able to pay you $100,000+ a year, and that's your greatest wealth building tool, to work for somebody else. Imagine owning your own business, making $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a year. The same way you are a tool to someone else, and your greatest wealth building tool is to work for someone else. Imagine if you were the ones creating the $100,000 jobs because you make $3.5 million a year. So, I mean, it's a mindset that, yes, I'm healthy, I'm able-bodied, and the best thing that I can do is work for somebody else, because that is my greatest asset. It's not the real estate, it's not the stock market investment, it's the ability to go out there and work and make non-passive income, right? Active income. But you can also make active income by owning your own business and controlling how much income you make. You see, when people are in a commission-based field, like the car market or lending, or the lending market, you're income is actually capped. People think it's not capped because it's commission based. But I can tell you right now it's capped, because what does the average person do in that specific car dealership? What does the average person do at that specific bank for home lending? If the average is 12 loans a month or 12 cars a month, you can say, okay, I'm gonna make 60 to 70,000 a year. That is a cap. You see, whereas people in the real estate market, like someone who sells real estate for a living and can go all over Columbus, Cincinnati, Dayton, Cleveland, you see, they're less capped because those people don't have to think about your agency. They don't have to think about you're getting the people yourself. You are advertising to a larger group than those who are just with your company. You are the product, and you determine how much of a business you generate. The only cap is how many people you are able to reach based on how hard you're willing to work. You see, when I worked at Chase, the average loan that I was getting was about 12 loans a month. And so I could, in estimate, understand that I was going to make $65,000 a year. What if I had just got a job that pays me $80,000 a year as a salary? Obviously, although I was commissioned and they say it's uncapped, I would not be making $80,000 a year at Chase. Therefore, unless interest rates went to rock bottom, then yes, I can make 100,000+. But at the time, that's not where interest rates were, and therefore I understood the ceiling. I understood the cap. Even those who are selling real estate now, who made $300,000 last year, or even $500,000 last year, they're going to make significantly less. They're less capped again because they can travel, they can touch as many people as possible who are interested in a home. And then when the market rebounds, all those agents who left the market are not going to get the new buyers who are coming back in because interest rates are lower. So that's also something to take heed of, right? You might make a little bit less for a season, but then you'll make more the next season, and I'm not denying that. But understand that commission is capped, and before you leave for commission, before you leave your job for anything else, understand the pros and cons and how much money you can actually make in that market. That's why I always ask, when there's a commission-based job, what does your average person do? Not what your best person does, because everybody will say, oh yeah, you're supposed to try and be the best. Listen, I'm going to make money, and I need to know what your average person does, because yes, I will shoot to be better, but I need to know what I am capable of making, what I'm capable of earning as soon as I get started, as soon as I put my head down and get to work. And a lot of the times when you're experienced and when you have a decent salary, it probably won't benefit you to make that switch. With that being said, stay disciplined. Understand that your greatest wealth building tool is you, your mind, your body. You are the asset, and you should take care of that every single day, every single night before doing anything else. So the same way you study up on real estate, the same way you study on stocks, the same way you study up your investments, the same way you're trying to build that small business, take that same discipline and add it to your body, because we all don't stay young forever. We do get fat, we do get overweight, we do drink a little too much, and we need to get back into position. I love the fact that the sun is out. I love the fact that it's not too cold, because I hate riding my bike, and I'm so glad I can go for a walk today. This is so much better for me. So if you like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You know I post every single day at 8 a.m. daily, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Peace.